The Northeast Coast Campaign occurred during Father Rale's War from April 19, 1723 January 28, 1724, in response to the previous year, in which New England attacked the Wabanaki Confederacy at Norridgewock and Penobscot. The Wabanaki Confederacy retaliated by attacking the coast of present-day Maine that was below the Kennebec River, the border of Acadia. They attacked English settlements on the coast of present-day Maine between Berwick and Mount Desert Island. Casco was the principal settlement. The 1723 campaign was so successful along the Maine frontier that Dummer ordered its evacuation to the blockhouses in the spring of 1724. Historical context: the war occurred as a result of an expansion of New England settlements along the Kennebec River and of the movement of more New England fishermen into Nova Scotia waters, the border between Acadia and New England, which New France defined as the Kennebec River in southern Maine. The 1713 Treaty of Utrecht, which ended Queen Anne's War and included the cession of Peninsula Nova Scotia to Great Britain, had facilitated this expansion. The treaty, however, had been signed in Europe and had not involved any member of the Wabanaki tribes. None had been consulted about the expansion of British settlements, and they protested through raids on British fishermen and settlements. In response to Wabanaki hostilities toward the expansion, the governor of Massachusetts, Governor Samuel Shute, built forts on traditional Abenaki territory around the mouth of the Kennebec River: Fort George at Brunswick, St. George's Fort at Thomaston, and Fort Richmond at Richmond. The French claimed the same territory by building a church in the Abenaki village of Norridgewock on the Kennebec River, maintaining a mission at Penobscot on the Penobscot River, and building a church in the Maliseet village of Medoc on the St. John River. These fortifications and Catholic missions escalated the conflict. The campaign. Throughout 1723, Father Rale and the Wabanaki Confederacy of Acadia orchestrated a total of 14 raids on the New England settlements in present-day Maine. In April 1723, there was a raid on Falmouth in which the raiders mistook Chubb to be Captain Harmon and killed him. On April 19, 1723, Scarborough was raided. They attacked the garrison house of Roger Deering. Captain Hammond and 7 others were killed. They took prisoner 3 adults and 3 of Deering's children. In May 1723, the natives killed 2 people in a raid on Berwick, 1 at Wells and 2 on the way to York. In the summer of 1723, Norridgewock and the 250 Indian allies from St. Francis again attacked Tarosic. Incited by Father Rale, they burned 37 dwellings and killed 300 cattle. The 40 inhabitants fled to the garrison, with only a child lost. In August and September 1723, there were also raids on Saco, Maine and Dover, New Hampshire. Captain Heath and 13 men, including 2 Mohawks, met with 30 natives in the battle at Richmond. They killed 2 and drove off the rest. 1 New Englander was killed and 2 wounded. In an October raid at Mount Desert, 1 Captain Cogswell and his crew were surprised and taken as they were stepping ashore, and about the same time, Smith and Bailey were killed at Cape Porpoise, 1 on Vaughan's Island, and the other on the seashore, not far from the site of the old meeting house. On December 25, 1723, 60 natives again laid siege to St. George's Fort for 30 days. But Captain Kennedy, the commanding officer, held out till Col. Westbrook arrived and put the enemy to flight. The Indians killed another man, Reverend Willard. Aftermath. During the winter, Massachusetts assigned 300 more troops to border in Maine. The government put a bounty on Father Rale's head. The native campaign was so successful along the Maine frontier that Dummer ordered its evacuation to the blockhouses in the spring of 1724. The Confederacy waited until spring, and then began another campaign against the northeast coast in 1724.